see the glory and you don't know the story. Other videos will reveal a lot of things that you would even know that I've been through all of this since I've been here. Bonjour lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, and everybody, as per usual, mark your name in the comment section down below and do the same by hitting that like button. Thank you so much. Now, as you can see from the title down below, guys, I will be talking about my 1 year of being in Canada. Guys, this video may be a little bit too long, so I probably just do it in like part 1 and part 2. If it can hold in one video, then enjoy. So guys, as you know, with everything you have pros and you have cons, you have good, you have bad, you have advantages, disadvantages, whatever it is. I've experienced a lot of benefits, a lot of good things since I've been here in Canada. So I came to Canada in August 2021. Yeah, it's been really good since. So, you know, I don't know anybody in Canada. I had one grandma in Canada, but she died. My husband does have family members in Canada. However, we are far apart. So they are like in the popular cities or provinces, and we are in Saskatchewan. Alright, so when we just came here, we didn't know anybody, as I said. We started over, so we didn't have anything with us. We had to buy from winter clothes to vehicle to you name it. You know, when you start over how it can be. So when we came, we had to look housing for ourselves. There was nobody to arrange it for us, and we came in the peak of COVID, so you know, we had to quarantine and all of that. We were checking on our phones from Jamaica about finding a place. When we came, we finally found a place, but we were almost scammed of our money because, well, not really, but yeah, because we were so jumpy that we took the place and signed the contract and everything, and then afterward we wanted to change our mind, and they were saying, as per the contract, we would have to lose $200, and I was like, no, excuse me. But we ended up not paying. I didn't hear back from them, and so thank goodness it worked out. So yeah, we had to arrange our own housing here in Canada. We had to find sites until we finally found somewhere that is pretty much okay. Good. As it relates to job, so when we just came, we had it in our minds that we would struggle a bit. Guys, persons who want to come to Canada, just get that in your head a little, that there will be struggles. Even if you don't encounter any, just put it in your minds. And so we were actively looking for jobs, but we were saying, give it some time. So I found a job in September, early September, because we did 2 weeks of quarantine, which would have taken us to the end of August. And so early September, I found a job. I think it was like the first day out of quarantine, I found a job. But they, at the time of recruiting, they wanted me to start like 2 weeks after I got the job. So mid-September, call it 1 month after being in Canada, I got a job. Let's just first go back a little. So I applied to another job and I got that job. However, my personality was not having it, so I said to my husband, can you just sign up and we work at the same place, so I would have somebody to work with according to the nature of the job. And he was like, yeah, why not? And he signed up, he got through with the job as well. No, after I got through with that job, I got the other job that I was explaining to you about. I hope you're following. So I decided that, you know what, I am going to take the second job. So my husband ended up being alone at his job. Anyway, the job was not paying much, as you Could you imagine? It was not paying him much, but we were very happy. I don't know if it's because it's like a dream came true. We were extremely happy, even though we were not making a lot of money. So at the time, and I can be transparent with you guys now, he was making like $600, no, $300 per week because he was paid weekly. So that is not a lot of money. That money was like just the rent and probably another bill. So that was like a drop in the bucket. But we, as I said, we were content and we don't settle. And so we were still actively looking because that was just like a backup job. He wanted something in his field, and so he was still looking. As for me, at the time, international students were allowed to work 20 hours. We still are, it's not yet in place. But anyway, I was not getting enough time at the job, and so money was kind of rationed right there. But anyway, we had a job and we were very grateful. You know me, you know I'm grateful for small mercies, and so we were content. We gave you those food haul, grocery haul vlogs. We went shopping and all of that, and nobody knew that we were not making enough money, but we made it work. And one thing also is that we came with the required money, so we were not worried at that part. So my husband was working at that job until near to the end of October. He got another job. And then at that time, I got pregnant, as you know. So I was still working at that time. But as I said, as I was explaining, I was not getting enough hours. So the money was not stretching. The money that we were working was just really for our bills. Phone bill, light bill, rent. We couldn't do anything else. We couldn't save. If you know me, you know I'm a saver. So I saved, but not enough to say, okay, rainy day, or, you know, it was just to save to say if we need anything or miscellaneous or anything comes up, boom. So, yeah. So, he got his job that he wanted, and I was starting to get sick from the pregnancy, and they were always pressuring me even before that, you know, probably because I was young looking or something, I don't know, but that's for another story. So I ended up stop working, right? Before I continue, I just had to insert that my mom was also sick at this time. My mom got stroke 2 weeks after being in Canada, and it was just, anyway, I'm not even gonna talk about that, but I'm just telling you everything all at once, everything that happened. I'm not gonna separate them to say the good first or the bad first. I'm just telling you everything that happened in series leading up. So now I stopped working. I had to find ways to survive, and I will discuss that in another video, how I survived in Canada without having any money. Okay, so stay tuned for that. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscription button so that you won't miss that video. So my husband got his job, and he had to be taking care of everybody. Taking care of meaning all the bills, rent, food, stuff for the baby because the baby was on the way, and tuition, well, school fee. So imagine all of that. I was not working. And so after I started feeling well, by the way, the job that I stopped going, it was a seasonal job, so I would have lost it anyway. So I had to start doing stuff with my hands, you know, the whole industrial and all of that. I had to hustle. As I said, I will be discussing all of that in the next video. If you're interested, comment it in the comment section down below. So yeah, so after that, now my husband had to get up like very early to go to work, catch the bus. If he missed that bus, then another bus would be there. If he missed that bus, then he would have to call an Uber or a taxi to take him to work. That's not cheap. So he had to get up very early in the morning in the snow, and you know my husband works outdoor in the snow, like not just traverse, but actually in the snow. He decided that he wants a car because it is hectic. If you know me, I am not a car fan. Mark you, I'm gonna buy my Audi, like but I'm not a fan of car. If I don't have a car, it doesn't mean anything to me. If I do get a car, it's not like a big accomplishment, and probably that's why I didn't even put it out there that we got a car, because it's just not something that I'm interested in. If it was me alone, I would be taking taxis wherever the bus can take me, and I would be fine. But anyway, so he decided that he wanted a car. One day we were just, randomly walking on the road, going to the Jamaican store to purchase some stuff, and he was like, let's go to the dealership, specific dealership, like you have the Audi, you have the BMW, you have the this, you have the that. And he walked around and he was like, he liked, I don't remember the brand that he liked, but it wasn't anything hype. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. As I said, I'm not a fan of cars, so I was not able to give him any advice. And so he decided that, let's walk a little bit. And he had been looking online for dealership. And so he said that he wanted to go to this specific one because they advertised some cars and he's interested. He told the guy he's interested in this particular car. And the guy gave him the test run, he drove it and felt comfortable with it and decided that he's going to take this one. Very nice car. He decided to purchase that car. So the guy was like, okay, are you interested? Are you serious? Do you want to do it right here, right now? We were like, ooh, it was that easy. Went inside and we did the paperwork. But at this point, this was in February. So we would have been what? August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 months in the country, and he would have been 4 months at his job, that job. Well, he still has a job. So they were saying that, oh, by the way, we got our credit card when we just came. I think I took it for granted. I didn't mention it in any of my videos, but some person said that it was not easy and they still don't have a credit card. I didn't know that. So we got our credit card. So that was good for us because they were saying 6 months in the country, and 4 months at this job. So the guy was like, okay, because it's on a loan. It's a loan type of car. It's not a cash. We didn't purchase it cash. The guy said that he would have to run a credit check. And he did the credit check, and luckily we were using our credit card. His credit score is good. And so he said that even though we did not meet the requirement as it relates to being in the country for a good while, they're gonna still give it to him because he's working a good job and the credit check is good. We just signed the paper and we got the car, just like that. Couple seconds, couple minutes. So, that's another achievement for us. After that, now I also got another job, and this is an achievement. Why? Because I am happy at this job. I can say I'm happy at this job. It has opened a lot of windows for me, a lot of clients, exposure, good boss, everything like that. And so I'm happy at this job. It's just that because I have a baby, well, I do take my baby to work from sometimes, but it's not the ideal thing to do for me, and so I kind of don't go to work as often. Also, I've been getting sponsorship from my YouTube channel just from being in Canada. It would not have been that easy if I was in some other country. A lot of good come from being in Canada. As I said, my husband he got his job. I do have a job, even though I don't work that much. We bought our car. We have a child. A lot of things have happened since we have been here. A lot of positive things. Sometimes I just can't remember while I'm doing the video. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of good came from it. We met some really good persons as well over here. But as you know, there are some challenges. As I said, we were not working adequate money and nobody knew. Nobody knew that we weren't working enough money. It didn't get to a point where we had to ask anybody for anything or we had to touch our savings. So that is actually really good. We're grateful for both the good and the bad. As you know, it's the journey, and so that's a part of the journey. And the journey continues. We're not yet PR, but we are working on it. So stay tuned for that video. Yeah. So guys, that is pretty much it. I hope I'm not leaving out anything, because when I rehearse these things, I tend to have a lot of information, and then as soon as I start discussing, nothing comes. So I hope I covered everything, but I'm just gonna leave by saying, if this is your goal, make it happen. Don't wait until you have all the money. I talk to a lot of persons and they're like, oh, I'm still saving to worry. Oh, it is good. Let me just tell you, it requires proper planning, proper saving, proper everything. So don't think that you can just come and wing it like that. It doesn't work like that, baby. But do not wait until you have it all together to start. That's all I'm about to say. If it's even to send out your application, if you decide to do the study route, send out your application to schools. You have 1 year to use your, well, for most schools, you have a year to use your acceptance letter. You would have been saving, I'm assuming, a little before applying. And so while you apply to the school, if you see one semester pass and you don't get the money, another semester pass and you don't get the money, you should be able to get it. Once this is your goal, just keep working at it, and hopefully you will be able to get the money before the letter expires. So guys, believe in your dreams. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody shatter your dream. Also, don't use my story to compare yourself. So don't take it like, oh, all of this happened for her, so all of this is gonna happen for me. You have to do your research to know that there will be jobs for your partner. Also, you'll be able to get jobs, and you should have a little, because I forgot to mention that we did pay down a little on the vehicle. So you should be able to take care of all of those before you proceed. Do not compare your journey to mine, whether for good or for bad, because it is different. I see a lot of persons came here and they struggled worse than me. I see a lot of persons came here and they had it very simple and very easy. I see a lot of persons came here and their situation was similar to mine. Just know your situation. How much money do you have in your bank account? Okay, this is what you are working with. You have enough, can buy a car as soon as you come. Good. You don't have enough, you have to wait a year. Okay, fine. Do what you have to do to make it work. But ensure that you kill those goals. Ensure that you jump on them. Do not delay, guys. I'm telling you, it is very beautiful over here. A lot of opportunities are here. But you have to be able to tell yourselves that if it takes struggling, you are willing to struggle. Don't come and think that it is going to work out immediately. It's not going to work out immediately. However, don't give up. Don't delay. Come and work toward the goal. Do not lose focus, guys. Don't lose focus. Don't look at the Instagram pictures and say, oh, she is going places, or she's doing things, or he is doing this, or he's achieving this. You don't know. I'm telling you already, you see the glory and you don't know the story. You don't, guys. Other videos will reveal a lot of things that you would even know that I've been through all of this since I've been here. Like I'm telling you. But I'm not a complainer. That's one thing about me. Very determined, not a complainer, and that has helped me a lot. So, not saying everybody's the same, but all I'm saying is not always sugar and marvelous and oh my gosh. And there are days when the challenges will come, and you, if you're not strong, you will cry. You'll literally cry, you'll literally give up, and you'll literally pack your stuff and go back home, wherever you're from. But it can be a beautiful journey. It is what you make it to be. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for tuning into my video. Continue to ride with your girl. Share this video so other persons can see, kind of know what to expect-ish. And that is it. Bye.